would say we forged a new connection.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I gotta fix the window right quick. I don't know why it's the default for the setting is like this. Oh wait. Oh, I need to do it from here. Probably that'll probably fix it. Um, options. Hello. I'm on break for a moment. I need to change that ping too. That's ping that I had from my old internet connection. That ping is all off. Anyway, yeah. I'm on lunch break. Thought I'd talk for a little bit. Do a quick little stream. I really had a lot of time to do long streams lately. I'm about to go on a trip in November. So that's what I've been preparing for. Where are the actual settings? Oh, it's right here. No, that's why that's the problem. What the fuck is this? Aspect ratio? I don't know. I'll keep it there for now. Um, that frame rate needs to be higher too. That's the wrong frame rate. Okay, it says video resolution. That's correct. That's the right resolution. I just don't know. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this normal on my app. Get out of here. Cancel. I didn't even change anything. Okay. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little quick stream. I've been following things, keeping up with the current events. It's like, I can't really get into watching a lot of entertainment or even streams anymore because there's just too much real shit going on right now. And it just, I don't know, just watching a lot of the shit I used to watch, it's, it's easy to notice how out of touch it is with what's going on. It's like, I don't want to watch people who are just too comfortable to like, they're just unaffected and you know, disinterested in even acknowledging any of this shit. So, you know, I don't watch too many streams anymore on any platform. I just like watching my own shit, to be honest. Well, I watch other people who do, people who are like actually class conscious. I'll watch them. Not a lot of that over here though, in the U.S., which gets into like the title of this stream. Um, I was looking at the Graham Plattner shit, keeping up with that, and all the shit libs who are like shilling all of these candidates who are being endorsed by Bernie, and I'm like, we've done this already. We've done this before. How many times are we gonna have to learn this lesson, old man, Bernie, who I don't believe is even a socialist anymore? I used to think, yeah, maybe he's genuine. But then I look at the patterns with that motherfucker, and I'm like, oh, I need an assault rifle. Is he even serious? Like, look at his foreign policy, for one thing. It took him forever to, like, even say that there's a genocide going on. Once, it became, once everybody started doing it, then his coward ass decided to say, yeah, it's a genocide. But Hamas is still evil, guys. You got to remember, Hamas are the bad guys, and the genocide's only going on because of what they did on October 7th. Never forget. Shut the fuck up, Bernie. You're not serious. You're a Trojan. Like his behavior ever since like 2016 has made me suspect he's just a Trojan. I was supporting Bernie. Oh, what is this? Well, anyway, I was supporting Bernie back during the Citizens United discussion because I thought he was serious, and he was right. He was right when he was talking back then about how there's too much money in politics, and they're deciding a lot of what these candidates. These candidates are being bribed by big money. They're being bribed by APAC and all that shit. He was right. He didn't bring up APAC at the time because he's a show for Israel. He only wants to say the only problem is Netanyahu. If we get rid of him, it's fine. Israel's great. An ethno state is great if we just get rid of Netanyahu. And no, this is the same issue that's going on in the U.S., this type of thinking. All we got to do is get rid of one leader and everything will be fine. Like, getting rid of one leader is not going to fix the problem because you still have the same infrastructure going on. You still have people who think just like this leader who will just take their place. You got to do more than just think you got to get rid of one leader and everything will be fucking lollipops and rainbows. That's not how it works. No, you need to dismantle the infrastructure that allowed them in the first place, allowed this leader in the first place, allow these policies in the first place. That's what you need to fucking do. And our guys over here with these fake ass Bernie candidates, and they're saying we got to endorse people who are like fucking former black water mercs who have Nazi tattoos. I'm like, you're not serious. You're just telling us to endorse Trojans at that point. Where the hell are we going? Oh, it's over here. This is an extermination. Okay. I don't even use my weapon really. I just use my powers. The Bastar has kind of gotten a little better, it seems. I mean, the feel of it. Fuck off. Oh, it's a defense. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna turn down the volume too because it's a bit too loud on my side. I won't die. I'm pretty tanky on this build. But yeah, they were still shilling this Graham Plattner guy who's like a Blackwater merc. Even after everything we found out, like he's he got a totem comp on his chest. He did tours in fucking Fallujah. He was a guard at Abu Ghraib, a place that is known for many human rights abuses, and there's a lot of battles there. Deadly battles that happen over there. Fallujah is renowned for all the evil shit that happened there. That the U.S. was responsible for, not the Iraqis. Iraqis are just defending themselves. But yeah, we're supposed to like support this guy who like reveled in machine gunning down a bunch of brown people in their own home. This was already a no for me. I abandoned that motherfucker as soon as I heard that shit. He's a fucking Blackwater merc who went back from seconds and thirds and fourths to go shoot brown people. And then you go look at his fucking Reddit account post. Like, this guy he sees like military as a fucking video game. He's like playing COD. He's playing COD Zombies. That's what he's thinking when he's going, or he's interested in going on these tours. Like the Iraqis and Afghan people he did tour, the people he was around during those tours, he sees them as like just, targets. But we're supposed to like this guy. This guy he says he likes small wars. And I took that to mean, like, he likes small wars more than big wars, he says. And I took that to mean, like, he actually means that he just likes going into wars where they're fighting a weaker opponent. A smaller country that has less weapons, less ways of defending themselves. That's what he likes. He doesn't want to go to war with like a bigger nation that's like Russia or China, to where the war will last a longer amount of time. That's what he really meant when he wrote that post on Reddit. That's what he really meant. So he likes picking on smaller countries, smaller brown countries that can't really fight back. He's not a brave person. Like he tried to use his like combat experience to make himself look like a big, cool, tough guy. That's why he uses it in his ads still. Because he don't like fighting real opponents. If he had to fight real opponents who, have more of a defense, have, bigger weapons, he don't want to do that. He don't want that smoke. But this got me thinking. These so-called leftist pundits, like Hassan, like Emma Vigeland, the Majority Report, Sam Cedar, Crystal Ball, who's in her fucking husband Kyle Kalinske. These guys are saying that you need to support him anyway. It don't matter. Like your standards are too high if you don't like a Nazi who used to be a fucking Blackwater merc. Okay, you're using too many purity tests. Okay, and I'm like, you're this.
They are broadcasting another message.
Like
The enemy never receives it.
the passive aggressiveness to like supporting Nazis is just very fucking disturbing to me. This already bothered me during the whole Azov battalion support in the fucking Svoboda party support in their justification for overthrowing the original president of Ukraine back in 2014. We're supposed to support those guys who were Nazis? We're just supposed to ignore that. We're supposed to be very passive aggressive about that. It's really odd. I was saying we shouldn't be accepting that because that's gonna cause a bad trend. You're gonna cause a desensitization and
The enemy in a tower. You must
a passive aggressive behavior towards future Nazis we have to contend with, like even our own fucking candidates, like this Graham Cracker. That's his real name. That's what he's gonna be called. I'm not calling him by that name anymore, Graham Plattner. He's Graham Cracker. He showed his true colors. He knew that was a Nazi tattoo. That was not a mistake. He knew it. Can't tell me nothing different. If I fucking knew it, you bet your ass he knew it. Like, if you don't know it, then how can we trust you in any politics? You can't be that politically illiterate and be running for politics. I mean, running for like some sort of office. You are not reliable, and you're like trying to gaslight us at that point. Otherwise, if you're not that stupid, it sounds like you're just trying to gaslight us. But it's got me thinking, like, when we have our fake leftist front, leftist sphere pundits shilling this type of candidate and saying we need to do the same strategy we've been doing for over a decade now, where anyone Bernie endorses is who we should be putting up. It don't matter that they don't actually do anything, and they turn out to be like, John Fetterman.
lost.
Like, we tried this strategy already. They just did shit like John Fetterman, all right? I mean, John Fetterman just showed what he is. We saw what AOC did. She voted for the Iron Dome. Like, they want to brag about, we don't get donations from fucking AIPAC, but they do get donations from like Israeli affiliated donors.
Of all four towers.
Either they do them individually or they do it through another org called like J Street. They still get donations from Israeli affiliated entities or figures. So they're lying whenever they tell you, oh, we don't accept donations from like Israel lobbies, but they do. It's just a different sort of packs. J Street is another pro-Israel pack. They're just nicer about being pro-Israel, but they're still pro-Israel. We're pro-Zionist. They think that it needs to be an Israeli state still. There needs to be like a ethno state still, and Hamas is evil. All right. So I don't believe any fake ass candidate saying, "Oh, I don't believe anything." Like, I don't trust them. Whenever they say I don't get donations from APAC, that doesn't make me trust them. Because there's more than APAC that's compromised that they're getting donations from. It's got me thinking, when they're doing that, is the U.S., I mean, is the DNC worth saving, and then in turn, is the U.S. worth saving at that point? We don't have any actual workers' party or, like, people's party. They're saying we need to align with, you know, fascist-leaning, Nazi-leaning candidates. We just need to be, like, passive-aggressive toward that and just accept it. Now, at that point, what is even, like, what reason are they even giving to support the DNC? You want to put up Nazis too? You want to put up fascists as well? Well, then what are you offering to make yourself even, like, the more... the more, like, populist-friendly party? You also want to put up Nazis, apparently. And then you got Bernie talking about, yeah, we need more deportation, and Trump's doing a great job with the deportations, guys. I like them. And you got Pelosi from years ago, well, not years ago, well, not that long ago, saying we're a capitalist country, okay? I mean, we're a capitalist party. So I don't know why anybody thinks they can, like, build any socialism or communism in the DNC. They're vehemently capitalist. They don't like any sort of approach to, like, doing communism or socialism in any way. So doing these same strategies where we run these interest candidates who are, you know, LARPing as leftists or socialists, and then they turn out to do what Fetterman does. They just become a Republican. Like, people like Hassan call Fetterman a Republican, even though he's a Democrat, because he's doing Republican shit. But he shilled him. He shilled him for the longest time before he won. And he ended up being disappointed with him because the rest of the base is disappointed with him, and he had to go along with it. He'd be cheering on Fetterman if the actual base, the actual leftist base liked Fetterman. But they don't, because he's a fucking Republican, or he acts like one, like they said. He's still a Democrat, but he acts like a fucking Republican, because that's what the parties are. We have two Republican parties. We don't actually have two different parties. And I'm like, they're still telling us we need to follow these fucking right-wingers in our party who are just Republicans, because they might get us affordable health care. Like, they don't even campaign on that anymore. Like, why are we even lying and saying that they're going to get us that? Even that graham cracker guy, he was only talking about, like, health care for, like, veterans, getting them better pay, close the gap on recruiting to make signing up to the military more palatable to people who are, you know, suffering financially. Like, well, that's not really even a socialist or left-wing policy. That's a right-wing policy. That's what he's promoting. And they're telling us that we need to vote for graham cracker, though, or support graham cracker. I mean, he's running for, like, Maine Senate. So he's not going to benefit most of the country anyway, other than he could be another vote for something that the Democrats will not actually support anyway. Like, any leftist vote is something they don't really sign or endorse anyway. They don't really endorse any new policies that are leftist or worker friendly in any way that's beneficial to the public in any way. It's always corporate shit they sign off on, or they just don't sign anything just so they don't expose themselves. But they never promote any sort of actual things that are beneficial to the material conditions of the public. The leftist base, the worker, marginalized people.
Heavy unit approaching.
They're not doing anything about ICE. They could do shit. They want to point to the oh, we don't have a majority in these fucking houses and Senate, and like, there's still shit you can do. It don't fucking matter. The Republicans were doing shit while you had the majority influence, and you're not using any of the shit that they were using when you had the majority. They were still challenging you. So they're lying. They're gaslighting us. They just don't want to do any of that because they're right wingers as well. They don't want to do anything they could do to stop the ICE shit. And then when you hear Bernie talking, of course they don't.
Well done. Now get to
He thinks Trump's doing a good job with the fucking deportations. So that's why the Democrats are not actually challenging ICE, any of that ICE fascism at all. They think Trump's doing a good fucking job. So it just tells you that they would have done the same shit if Trump didn't win. But it'd be harder to lie about it if they were doing it. So Trump was the best fucking puppet for that job. But they would have done it anyway. This is what I keep trying to tell people. We only have one party. It's a corporate party. It's a fascist party. That masquerades as like a duopoly. But they actually want to do the same shit. They just have different rhetoric for doing the same fucking shit. Alright?
another job well executed.
Like Trump will just say we got to do deportations because we got to get these drug lords out. Oh, this fake ass noise. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. Focus on the crime and use that to scare people. And then you got the Democrats saying, well, we need to protect our borders because this protects your jobs, working class. They're gonna take your jobs and all this dumb shit. We don't have a nation if we don't have borders. So this is what Bernie's dumbass just recently said. They'll use any type of excuse to justify doing the same thing. It'll be a different sort of excuse, but it's the same agenda. This is what I keep trying to point out. There's a different reason they'll give for doing the same thing. Like, Biden didn't remove any of those tariffs, and he did the fucking the sanctions on Russia. He just gave it, and then there was some like economic downturn a little bit from that as well. All right, but he didn't take the blame for it. He just said, it's Putin's price hike. That's what it is. It's Putin's fault that the prices are going up and the economy's dipping and shit like that. But no, you guys sanctioned him in the first place, so it's not like Putin raised the price of his fucking oil and that's why you have less of it, so you got to raise prices. You sanctioned him. That's what happened. And this is the same trick that Trump uses for like the tariffs he put on China. Well, China's they're screwing us. They're ripping us off, and it's they're the reason why our prices are high, guys. Like, no, it's you're the reason. You put the tariffs on China. You made everything cost more with doing that. China didn't raise their prices. You did. You fucking idiot. Well, they know they're lying. They just don't want you to blame them. They'll give a different excuse for doing the same thing now. Like, Biden did not remove any of the tariffs that Trump put on China in this first term, because Trump did tariffs in his first term. He didn't remove them. Biden did not fucking remove them. He didn't remove any of the embargo they put back on Cuba. Hey, Biden didn't remove that. He kept it. Because that's the general roadmap and plan that the country just wanted to do, the duopoly wanted to do. It's not like a lot of our decisions are not like because of partisan reasons. They are bipartisan. all of the things going on right now are bipartisan. That's why you don't see any challenge from the Democrats on any of it. They like that Nazi shit going on. They think there's too many brown people here. They want to get rid of them. They want to fight China. They want to fight Russia. That's why Trump started tariffing any country that's selling oil to Russia or making any deals with Russia. All right? They did that to India, Malaysia too, I believe. For that, he's in Malaysia now. Right now, I believe, and he's gonna go to fucking China later this week to have a meeting with Xi supposedly. And like, I don't trust any of it. I don't think China should be making any deals with America. They want to dominate the China, and they want to start a war with China using Taiwan. I only have a few minutes, then I gotta get out. But yeah, like, even assuming that those candidates, those Bernie candidates, are like serious on getting affordable health care and shit like that, all of the stuff that we want, it doesn't look like they're really gonna do that. But just going by their campaign talk, like Zoran Mamdani and Graham Cracker, I'm starting to wonder, like, do a lot of the people here even deserve it? Like, does Maine even deserve better health care with how racist they've been? Like, I don't really give a fuck if Maine suffers if Graham Cracker doesn't win. What if, like, if they're okay with blowing away brown people, why does their health care matter more than brown people getting killed and endorsing genocide with your fucking brand on your chest? You're endorsing the, just doing that. You're validating that. Why should your fucking healthcare be prioritized over that stance? Like, you don't deserve the treats, okay? You don't deserve any of these entitlements if that's what you support. You deserve to suffer until you learn the lesson. To not endorse Nazis, do not be like passive aggressive to genocide, and much less fascism in general. Like, what the fuck is this? Why are we just supposed to ignore this? We ignore mass murder because they're brown. Like, no, fuck that noise. You deserve to never have universal health care. You deserve to fucking rot. You deserve what you get is what you get. What you just fucking deserve is what happens. Like, I don't care. Like, this country is not worth defending anymore or trying to save. When that's where we are. We got literal fucking Nazis. We have to endorse and we have to vote for, or else we don't get these treats. Well, it seems my life isn't going to be good either way. Like, why the fuck should I support them? That's not, like, a Nazi's not going to be beneficial to me either way. And I don't believe what they're saying anyway. Fetterman, look at him. We were saying the same shit about Fetterman. He's just a fucking Republican though. Hey, fuck off, robot. You're part of the problem too. All these damn AIs. Scam AIs, scam bots, fucking clankers. That's what our economy is like built on now. All right, our economy is backed by AI bubble bullshit. We don't have any real production going on. Our GDP is artificially inflated by AI sort of prospects, and China's already beating us there anyway. Their economy doesn't rely on AI though, but they're already beating us in that territory. So it's like they're just scamming whoever invested in it in the U.S. It's just a big old crypto scam practically in the U.S. It's like that. It's a pump and dump market that's going to be blowing up in the future. it will explode. It's not a real economy. But yeah, the U.S. isn't worth saving. I've learned. Like, yeah, if we can't, if you're saying we shouldn't make a workers' party or a third party, what should I say, workers' party? Then yeah, the U.S. isn't worth saving. Like, you got these shitty pundits like Hassan arguing against doing that because he's a complicit little compromised industry plant. His job is to like try to convince leftists away from more like radical thinking and wanting to do something more material that'll, expand and proliferate the worker base, the worker power. His job is to sheepdog people back to this corporate party, the DNC, which is just another fucking right-wing party. It's not a populist workers' party. And they're starting to like embrace Nazis like outright. Not just covertly like before. Outright. They want us to vote for people like Zoran Mamdani, who's like saying we should go to war with Venezuela. Venezuela, they're doing bad things. I don't like that motherfucker. I'm just gonna say Zoran Mamdani is another plant. It's just not as obvious as Graham Cracker. But he wants to do those fucking wars with weaker countries who are brown. He's also from Uganda, I learned. And Uganda's basically supporting a genocide in fucking Congo. I wonder what he thinks about it. I wonder. I wouldn't be surprised if he is okay with that. I don't think he'll say what he said about Palestine in regard to what Uganda's doing in Congo. Because they've killed millions of people in Congo already. All right? But that'd be a good thing to like question him on. I already don't like him. He seems phony as fuck. He seems like he's curated from some politician factory. They're like made in a fucking factory, and there's a bunch of focus groups who curate their speeches. Like a lot of their speeches look like or sound like they're made by AI. Like an AI went through the algorithm on some social media, all the data collecting that goes on social media. Like they have a bunch of these fucking algorithms that could just, make a speech that they think will sound palatable to people who are leftists and working class. So I don't believe anything Zoran's even saying. I don't believe he's internalized those words at all. He's just reading a script or memorizing something that he, was told to memorize. I don't trust him. But yeah, with our evil ass Nazi country, it's not really worth saving. You can't really build communism in our elections. Something a bit more revolutionary is going to have to happen if even you think you can build communism here. We're not there yet. But yeah, that's what's going to have to happen first. Not these elections. These elections are they're like theater basically, and they don't let us run anybody real. But they're constantly like pointing us toward the direction of voting for Nazis on both parties. It don't matter which party it is now. We got to support the genocide-loving Nazi. We got to support the people who want to invade Venezuela. Okay? People who are okay with the fucking ICE tyranny going on. Just going after a bunch of, like, brown people or people who like, politically opposed towards. It don't matter. Is anybody right-wingers don't like or anything Nazis don't like, they're targeted. We're supposed to accept that, though. The Democrats seem to love him. Bernie loves it. He loves that shit. So at this point, how is it salvageable? How is our country salvageable? It's not. It deserves to fucking suffer. We shouldn't be supporting any candidate they tell us at this point. Like, they need to fucking learn. We need to get out of this country if anybody, feels vulnerable like I do. I would be making plans to just abandon this country. It's a Nazi country, okay? You couldn't rehabilitate Nazi Germany by elections. No, a war had to happen. So I would advise trying to escape Nazi Germany, aka America. Otherwise, before an actual battle happens, if you're not feeling palatable towards fighting these Nazis, that doesn't sound palatable to you. I would like to fight the Nazis, but there's no allies here. So I'm gonna have to have like a more of a a different base of operations first. Can't be here. This place is going to shit. All right. The Soviet Union didn't have like a base in Nazi Germany when they had to fight them. They had to make plans from elsewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Take care. I might do a stream when I get home, but we'll see. Bye.